And now a highlight from Animal Radio on iHeartRadio.
But before we head back to the phones, we're going to visit with Sterling Davis, the Trap King. Hi, Sterling. How are you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Very good. Where are you today? Set the scene. Where are you?
Well, I'm in Atlanta right now. I'm waiting for some rain to die down so I could hopefully do some more trapping. But I'm in ATL. It's a little rainy.
So when you say trapping, what are you talking about? Tell listeners all about trapping.
Trap-Neuter-Return. It's the only humane alternative for euthanasia for feral or stray cats. Basically what it is, I go out, I catch the cats, I bring them in to a low-cost spay-neuter clinic where they get spayed, neutered, and vaccinated, and then they're returned back to their colony. And this is to prevent overpopulation or spread disease.
And this is in the Atlanta area?
Oh, yeah.
It's
done a lot of places, actually, too.
Yeah, there are a lot of homeless pets in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You got, with cats, it's a lot because, they can have a litter and have like 4 to 6 of them and just keep repopulating. So it doesn't take long for them to overpopulate an area. And once they do that, then they're fighting over resources and spreading disease. So TNR is a humane alternative to just putting them down.
Trap, neuter, return, TNR. Okay, so can I just say one thing? I thought I was the only guy that likes cats. This is an industry where, you see it's mostly women.
Mostly women, yes.
That deal with this. So how did you get involved with this?
Well, believe it or not, man, I was doing music first. So I was doing tours, and just in between tours, I was looking for something to do that wasn't going to be stressful or some hard work just in between tours. So I looked in a Craigslist and I saw a shelter that was, hiring for cats. And I'm like, man, I love cats. So when I went in, everyone was looking at me like, oh my goodness, like we don't see too many guys that mess with cats like this. So, we want you to stay on. And I started scooping litter, and from there, TNR, the community outreach program.
You would think the music industry pays a little more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, all my friends was like, man, what in the world is wrong with you? Why are you doing that? It's a lot of rappers out there. It's a lot of different ways. It'll be a lot of young black men that can rap, but how many people will be able to have an effect like this? So I wanted to do something that would have a positive effect, something that would not just be cool, but morally good for me, morally fulfilling.
Do you have any?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Do you
Thank you.
Okay, hang tight. I've got so many questions. We are with Sterling Davis, the Trap King, and there's more on the way. It's Animal Radio, celebrating the connection with our pets and our cats today. I'm not the only cat guy. I got Sterling Davis, the Trap King, on Skype with us.
Do you use cats as any muses for your music? Do you write songs about cats?
What's crazy is I actually was in the studio the other night working on a cat song, the first TNR cat song. So
definitely the first TNR rap song.
Yeah, I have to say this is the first.
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of crazy, but I want it to be fun. That's one of the things I want to do is make TNR and animal rescue more fun and something that men in the black community want to get more engaged into.
Well, so now what do your peers think of you?
I'm going to tell you, before and growing up, I've always been the weird guy. I've always been, Jimi Hendrix, weirdo, nerd, whatever was weird, I was that guy. Now it's starting to seem a little cool. Some of my friends are like, man, so all them cat ladies, like some of them like you, like they want to talk to you, like yeah, I get girls, so yeah. It's starting to get cool because of that now. So,
how many cats have you trapped and neutered and returned?
Oh man, I'll say this as my own nonprofit, TrapKing Humane Cat Solutions. I just started back in August, so I've done less than 100 with just my nonprofit. Before, with the company that I worked for before I did TrapKing, I worked with them for like 5 or 6 years, and within that time, man, wow, probably like closer to 1,000 or so, something like that, because they had a lot more resources and tools for me to go out and do everything. Now that I'm starting on my own, it's a little, it's a little less, but it's picking up. It's picking up a lot. And the main thing is the education of it. The main thing I want to do is teach people that they can do it as well.
Yeah, I think the important thing to know is that one cat can have 50,000 offspring. I mean, their offspring and their offspring and their offspring, 50,000 animals. So when you save, let's say you saved 1,000 animals last year, 1,000 cats, you trapped and neutered and returned them. It's millions of cats that you really have kept from being homeless and end up, in a horrible situation.
So Judy and I have to crawl out from underneath our desks because the math there scared us.
Yeah, it can be a lot. It can definitely be a lot. And like you said, with a litter, one cat, they can produce so much. So yeah, it is a lot. It multiplies and adds up.
Well, so now I know you do the trapping and you probably do the returning too, but who does the neutering?
Well, the neutering, I go to a company called Planned Pethood. That's like one of the main places I go. That's out here in Georgia. But I try to work with any low cost spay neuter clinic. Anybody. That's another thing in animal rescue that you get a lot of. A lot of people say it's bickering amongst this shelter and that shelter. So one of the things that I try to do as well, on the human side of things, is work with everybody. I will say I go through Planned Pethood out of Gwinnett, Georgia, most of the time, but I do try to work with Paws, Good Muse, and everybody else that I can, because I want to represent and show the unity that's been in animal rescue for so many years. I want to show that to the world and keep it going.
There are a few Trap Kings out there. You got to copyright that.
Oh yeah, I did. I had to. It was a crazy process. Trademarking is really difficult. It's not an easy process, and there was a lot of ways to go about that. I actually had to combine the words because it's the way it's been used before. But yeah, I'm the original at this, at least this Trap King.
So do you have any pets at home?
Oh yeah. I got a big fluffy Persian Himalayan named Rick James. That's my main buddy. I got Binks, who was supposedly he's a gray and brown tabby. He was supposed to be getting adopted, but he ended up hanging out with us. And then we got a bunch of dogs. Me and my roommate got a couple, about 4 dogs as well. So
wow.
Yeah, we loaded, and I do a lot of dog sitting and cat sitting too. If I'm available, if I'm not running around here trapping too much, I want to spread the word and get it out there more, make it look fun, because it is fun. It's fun. It's rewarding, and it's helping. It's a selfless act. It's being a voice for the voiceless and helping somebody else out. So it's good all the way around.
Boy, are you for
Hey,
real?
Sterling.
Check out the website. It's TrapKingHumane.org. And, of course, we'll put links to everything you've heard on today's show over at animalradio.pet. Sterling Davis, the Trap King, I salute you. Thank you for letting me know that I'm not alone,
Yeah, thank you. Catman Unite. Thank you, sir.
You're listening to Animal Radio. Visit us at animalradio.com or download the Animal Radio app for iPhone and Android.